There we go. How is everybody? How are you all doing? Sorry I'm late. All right, let's see what is going on here. So, welcome to Mandalorian First Reaction Review for Chapter 20, The Foundling. All right, what is everybody up to? Olivia gifted some memberships. One to Craig G. Hopkins, one to Cosmo. Hey, Cosmo, how's it going? Another one to Bill Barkley. Very good choices. Although she didn't choose. YouTube chooses randomly. Yes. All right, let's see where... All right. All right, I hope the Admiral polishes his helmet. Wow. Thanks, Eric. Hey, Cap. Hey, Mike. Just remember, the Cap will be late. Please enjoy this changeling until the captain comes back. All right. There you go. So, Bill Barkley's been promoted to ensign. Good job. So yeah, we are here to talk about The Mandalorian, and pretty good episode this week. It was only 30 minutes long, though, which was a bummer. Last week was like 55 minutes or 50 minutes or something. This week was only half an hour, but what a half an hour. There was some stuff that didn't make any goddamn sense, which we will get into, but overall, it was kind of interesting to see a little bit more about the cult of whatever they're called, the Mandalorians. This is the way. Okay, lay down. Lay down, sweetie. Go lay down. Yeah, hi. I know, I'm home. It's so exciting. Go lay down. I'll play with you later. All right. So, yes, I got the puppy, sweetie. Thank you so much. In the most epic crossover ever. Anyone else think that peanut hamper that provided the yacht to rescue Grogu? Some issues with this episode. Why did the bird have the kid in his stomach for 24 hours and the kid is still alive? Yes, I pointed that out. That's one thing you notice instantly. It wouldn't be in his stomach. It would be like they usually store it in their throat, or yeah, that whole thing of the creature going back to its nest, and then them spending the whole night, and then going the next day, and then the bird coming back, and none of that made any goddamn sense at all. So yeah. Ooh, a Trekyards Mudhorn comm badge. Indeed, this is the way. Ta-da. Thank you. Thank you for noticing. I didn't know if anybody would notice. I'd like to thank Brett for making this for us. It's pretty awesome. Defiant 15E. I like how Grogu is starting to gel with his newfound family, and that the armor has taken interest in him. Yes. Speaking of taking interest, guys, there's 29 of you and 17 likes. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Let's try to get those likes up as high as we can. My first goal is 30, so let's do that. That was one of the issues with the episode, Bill. The other issue was Bo-Katan's ship is not big enough to have those 3 baby dragon things on it. And yeah, what are they going to do with them? They got to raise them to the point where they can fly. You got to teach them to fly. Then you can probably ride them. It'd be useful that way. However, it just seems like such an odd choice to take care of. Like, or are you going to give them Mandalorian helmets and call them Foundlings? Come on, that's a little bit odd. So, for the benefit of the uneducated accountant, who was the Jedi that saved Grogu? I don't know the Jedi's name, but I know it was Ahmed Best, who we all know as being Jar Jar Binks. So he's redeemed himself finally in the eyes of Star Wars fans, hopefully, for being the Jedi that saved Grogu, not for being Jar Jar. Jason Peacock, why wasn't the kid covered in phlegm or saliva? Don't know. General Grievous, the kid should have lost a leg probably when he was hanging from its beak. Turkey dragon roast next episode? Well, no, because it got eaten by the bigger fish. There's always a bigger fish. Yes, Bill, I did know that. Those will be some big helmets. They will, indeed. General Grievous, smash that like button like the Clone Trooper Jedi Master Binks pushed off the cliff. How to train your Mandalorians. Pretty much, yeah. Hey, Cap, awesome Trekyards badge. The captain in Black Ops mission. Yes, indeed. This is the way. It's weird that jetpacks suddenly give out. It's not weird at all that the jetpacks suddenly gave out. They ran out of fuel. I love that. They're limited in their function. The big guys at the end, it was weird that gave out, but because it would have been refueled by that point. But it is what it is. Make sure Jar Jar is the sixth Sith Lord, as the theory goes, and so on. Yes. Jason Peacock. Apparently, the creators have confirmed that the animals are Shriekhawks, animals that was long used as a mount by the Mandalorians. That makes sense that they bring them back then. I like that. Kelleron Beck is the Jedi. There you go, Eric. Now we know. Kelleron Beck was the name of the Jedi Master. His nickname was the Sabered Hand, due to his proficiency with sabers. Perfect. Eric Martin, 3 baby dragons, time for a cookout on the beach. This is the way. The fuel line got clogged with the jetpack. Perfect. Pumpkin Spice, Ahmed Best, gotta eat. He has not worked since the Jar Jar cameo in Attack of the Clones. I doubt that very much. I feel bad for the guy. Jar Jar wasn't bad at all. He's not as bad as everybody made him out to be. And poor Ahmed Best. I'm glad he's kind of redeemed himself, hopefully. And Grogu did the Yoda jump in the training scene. That was pretty great, actually. Yeah. I love the darts. Tim McCaffrey, that fight scene was pretty badly choreographed. Which fight scene? There were a few badly choreographed things in this episode, honestly. Some of the Mandalorian fighting, well, that was just training, so that could be forgiven, I guess. But yeah, the going up against the bird, there's a few things that, again, didn't make any sense. But, worked for dramatic effect, for sure. But honestly, it is what it is. The things I can't forgive is the fact that the kid was still in the bird's mouth, the Screech Hawk's mouth, or whatever, a day later, unless he was dropped off in the nest overnight, then taken again by the mother in the morning when she left in the morning. None of it makes any sense. And the fact that those baby birds, or the baby Shriekhawks, could actually fit in Bo-Katan's ship. I call bullshit on all of that. That light scene was pretty badly choreographed. Oh, that fight scene. I don't know why I reread that, because I read that one. That's what we're just talking about. His character was created for a Disney kids show that was a Temple Academy game that aired on YouTube in 2020. Nice. Eric Martin, has Bo-Katan been born again into the Watch? Seems like it. Come on. Get back up here. Come on. Lola. Good girl. The Jedi against the Clone Troopers. Pumpkin Spice. 4 Jedi got obliterated, but Ahmed Best fighting off a whole squadron of troopers. Yeah, I have no problem with that. Boba Fett lived in the Sarlacc for some time. A little bit of time, not too long. No, come here. Lay down. You're not going downstairs. By the way, I didn't see Anakin in that flashback. Wasn't he supposed to be there or around about that time? Yes, he was murdering younglings on another floor of the temple, probably. General Grievous, the Grogu PTSD triggering scene was pretty accurate because in real life PTSD can be triggered by smells, sounds, touch, etc. Yeah, and it's the same thing that happened with Din Djarin in like the first season where he was getting the new armor forged for him and he was having the flashbacks to when he got rescued by the Mandalorian. Mandalorians. Hey, go lay down. You're not going downstairs. Go. Lay down. Yes, there's where you stay. Sorry. There. Jason Peacock. I just appreciate that we are getting to see clone troopers in live action and in actual costumes. Bill Barkley says hit like or the bird will come for you. Yes, hit the like button. If you guys want to super chat, I'd really appreciate that. I can even get alcohol if you guys want me to do shots. I'll do this. $20 super chat shots. All right, I'll be right back. Go lay down. Precious. Precious. Precious, come here. Come. Come on, Precious. Come on. There you go. Now Precious is in here. So I got my Kraken. Be cracking into the Kraken. All right. General Grievous, that's true. And with Jin, it happened at the Forge also. An armor said the Forge reveals weaknesses. Yes, 100%. Pumpkin Spice, what is with the toxic masculinity in this show? Where are the women DeLoreans? The Womandalorians. Define 15E. I'm wondering if we are going to see the Mando clan rise and use the 3 new baby dragon birds as part of their army. Ride them into battle at the end of the season and retake Mandalore. Well, I love that she incorporated the mythosaur onto her other pauldron. I think that's great. And the explanation for that, yes, the mythosaur belongs to all Mandalorians. So it's always appropriate to wear it. Thought that was cool. How to raise your Dragonlorians. Your Dragon DeLoreans. Bill Barkley, another thing. The training outside. They didn't seem to have learned from last time with the giant gator that attacked them and how a giant bird comes. And now a giant bird comes. It's fine. You're going to want to train outside. I see nothing wrong with that, honestly. The thing attacking in the water was because the kid was in the water getting the ceremony done. And yeah, I mean, what are the odds? What are the odds? I don't think that's a very valid point, personally. But the bird attacking was a little bit like, you must know there's birds around. Because they did say, this has happened before, and the kid dies. And a lot of people are fucking throwing a hissy fit, too. Like, why the one was saying that's my son. It's his fucking son. Not all of the Mandalorians are foundlings. If they find somebody, they're a foundling. But they can have kids, I'm sure. I don't know how that would happen with the Mandalorian code, though. He's like totally naked except for the helmets, and you're like, ew, making like helmet eyes at each other. Anyway, it's his kid, and that's fine. I'm fine with that. I don't know why everybody's all uppity about that. Don't worry, I'm still here. I just had to move a thing. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, Defiant. Dave Filoni always has the plan for things either this season or next. There's a reason. Yes. Jaws Wars. General Grievous, the giant crocodile attacking the bird is a shout out to the Phantom Menace scene where there's always a bigger fish. Yep, that's exactly what I thought the first time I saw it. I'm like, there's always a bigger fish. They bump Beskar to make kids. Bone chicka wow wow. Pumpkin Spice. There was a Mandalorian helmet in the nest. That guy was eaten. Yes, there was. Tim McCaffrey, I just assumed he was his dad the same way Din Djarin is Grogu's dad. That's stupid. That fucking Din Djarin is Grogu's dad. I realize that other people have said that. Other people have said that's your dad. You know, which some people have got all upset about. Like, you shouldn't be using the word dad in Star Wars. Duh. It's like, no. Well, fucking shut up, first of all. Second of all, it's fine that other people are using it. I don't think that he would ever call Grogu his son, or that Grogu, when he speaks, would ever call him dad. I think the first words Grogu are going to say is, "This is the way." I pretty much guarantee that. But even if they do call them father and son, just because it's a foundling, that's fine. I mean, maybe the code is they're celibate. They don't have sex, hence keeping your helmet on. They're always wearing protection, so they can't have kids. I don't know. And then in that case, yes, then I understand the son thing is literally it's his foundling that he's taking care of. That's fine, and that probably is the most likely scenario with this cult. The watch or whatever is that they don't have sex. But I have no problem with that. I don't know why people are freaking the fuck out about it. Bill Barkley, by the way, I love the Jurassic World style part where the giant water creature was bigger than the bird and ate the bird. Yes, that's another thing that I thought of instantly was the Jurassic World, I guess, where it's hanging and the great white shark is hanging and it's like, hey, little king is here. How's it going, man? I'm good. Hopefully you are good as well. Grogu will ride the mythosaur, or is that the not really realisaur? Not really realisaur. I don't think Grogu's going to ride it. I think Bo-Katan is going to ride it, and that's going to be one of the things that helps her lead Mandalore again. All right. I thought the stream had frozen there for a minute. General Grievous. Yoda's angry Force ghost is looking on. My child, and Yaddles he is. A Beskar-clad bozo you are. That's great. I'm glad that Grogu is wearing his Beskar chainmail underneath his uniform. That's great. And the thing that he got made with the Mudhorn sigil on it, I think was great as well. Maybe they're not aware how much he was going to not grow. But it was cool to see that. He's going to definitely get hit in the chest at some point with something. And it's like, that's going to save him. That's pretty fucking obvious. It goes back to like the Clint Eastwood Man with No Name movies where he puts and Back to the Future 3, where it's the same thing. He's a Clint Eastwood fan, so he gets the stove, the cast iron like stove plate door tied around his neck, and that's like the bulletproof thing. It's going to be the same thing with this because there's very much the Western ties to the Mandalorian. So that's going to be the same thing here. So Foundling might also be their version of the word apprentice. Anyone that chooses the way is a foundling, whether born into the creed or a literal foundling. No, see, I think foundling is literally somebody they've rescued. That's that they've taken in. That is a foundling. I don't. Did they call this other kid a foundling? I think they might have actually. Okay, well, if that's the case, I think the foundling thing is not the replacement word for apprentice necessarily. I think it's literally they found them. They were rescued, and you know, they're taking care of them now. So, could be that this guy is not literally the kid's dad, but Bill Barkley is just annoyed as hell tonight. He's like, another nitpick. It's the short running times. I think this one was 20 something minutes or something like that. It was literally 30 minutes. And last week was over 50. So Mandalorian's always been like that. All of the Star Wars shows have kind of been like that. So it is a bit of an annoyance. Foundling is equal to youngling. Bill King says, what an awesome episode. Finally, we got to see a bigger chunk of Grogu's experiences with Order 66. Yes. Another cool thing I found, too, was, like, how do you eat with people around? You don't. When you get your food, you go buck off and find a place where you can take your helmet off. And she's about to do that. He's like, no, you're the leader of the hunt. It is tradition that you sit by the fire. So I don't understand how that works. All right? Like, are they all in constant communication with each other? It's like, yeah, I've been done eating for 10 minutes. Are you done yet? No, man, I'm really savoring this shit. Don't come near the fire because you'll see my face. Oh, okay, well, I'll just sit over here in the dark then with my helmet on. It's fine. Yep. Okay. Cool. Plus, what a sign of weakness almost when if they're being stalked by something as a hunting party, let's say, and they sit around the fire, they're all together, they're dangerous together. But as soon as they go to eat, they fucking take off into the fucking dark and hang out behind bushes and eat separate. You could easily fucking take them out. So it's a really stupid tradition. It doesn't make any goddamn sense. Sylvia brought up this point. It should be that the Mandalorians can take off their helmets in the presence of other Mandalorians, just nobody else. I think the Mandalorians should be able to do that amongst themselves, especially when they're like injured or whatever. How does that work? What if they do get a head injury for some reason? I don't know how they would do that with the Beskar helmet necessarily. However, regardless, how do you get healed if you need to wear your helmet at all times? And the weirdest fucking visuals pop into my head of like a fucking naked dude, which don't even go there. Not even don't use that against me, but a naked dude with a fucking Mandalorian helmet on. It's like the impracticalness of having to be alone to take your helmet off bugs me for some reason. It just seems really stupid. Anyway. Terrence Childs, I forgot you came on tonight. So sorry I missed the whole thing. Didn't die. No, I was late getting here. I started like at 10:30 instead of 10 tonight because Sylvie and I went out to see the Book of Mormon, the musical, and it ended just before 10 and we were downtown, so we had to get back home. So I scheduled it out half hour later, and it was like 8 minutes late after that even. So I apologize to everybody that I was late. And I've been doing these Mandalorian first reactions for a while now. Nobody shows up. At most, we get like 30 people. Today we have 33, which is great. Last week we had 20. Nobody super chats, so I don't even know why I bother doing them. Nobody's here for them. Nobody wants to hear about the Mandalorian. Apparently, Mandalorian Season 3 has taken a nosedive as far as ratings and stuff go. Everybody's complaining how bad the episodes are. They're not bad. To me, they're perfect, especially considering they're chapters, right? So I don't know why nobody's showing up to these Mandalorian first reactions. So anyway, that's a long drawn out thing for, no, you're fine, you're on time, Terrence Childs. The doctor, how you doing? Grogu was awesome this episode, yes. Jason Peacock, they did call Ragnar a foundling. Okay, they did. Okay. General Grievous said apprentice was the next rank after foundling. Okay, there you go. Mellow Canuck, entertaining episode, but sloppy. There was a few sloppy things in it, yeah. The kid lived in that thing's gullet for a whole day. Right? Makes no fucking sense. And it makes even less sense that the fucking bird went back to its nest, spit the kid out, slept for the night with these baby squawking birds with it, scooped the kid back up in the morning, took off to fly to do its daily morning routine, I guess, and came back with the kid in his mouth again. No situation, nothing makes sense in that regard. I want an explanation from Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau about that shit. Let's go. Pumpkin Spice, any new Trek series going to be announced soon? What is replacing Picard next year? Don't know what's replacing Picard, but I want to get an announcement for when season 2 of Strange New Worlds is coming out. That'd be great. The Doctor, no dinner dates in Orthodox Mando life. Pumpkin Spice, yeah, the helmet tradition is really impractical. Yep. Unless it was like with other Mandalorians. Then it makes perfect sense, that you could take your helmets off. It'd be cool to see their fucking faces. Jon Favreau is that big gunner guy. I don't know his fucking name, but the father of the Foundling in this one. That's Jon Favreau. I would love to see him like in that. It's impractical. Like they would literally, if they can't have sex, they're going to celebrate themselves into non-existence. Like, I realize not all Mandalorians go by this creed or whatever, but it's just so fucking stupid. Bill Barkley, speaking of Trek, I heard season 4 of Strange New Worlds has been announced. Nice. Will Grogu get a helmet too? Possibly. I like the explanation for that. The other kid's like, he doesn't have a helmet. Like, he's too young to speak the creed. Yeah, he might never speak the creed, which means he's going to get all this fucking Jedi, like, use Jedi powers and Mandalorian training and not need to wear a helmet. And Sylvia's like, how's he going to wear a helmet with his ears? Well, they would just make a helmet with, like, long slits in the side. So his ears would go through, would be my guess. But Mando Slurm, long live the pugs and Dot. Thank you, Ozzy. General Grievous, there's a Rule 34 for that on how I wish I didn't know what Rule 34 meant. The Doctor, yeah, it's not a well thought out lifestyle. Bill Barkley, I watched your Combadge review. Which one? Oh, the one on the Captain Flight Personal channel today. Thank you. Mellow Connect, the helmet thing shouldn't count when families are together. Pumpkin Spice, I kept forgetting about season 3 of The Mandalorian. Terrence Childs, the lightsaber fights could be better. Yeah, there was some lazy choreographing there as well, for sure. The Doctor, I'm usually busy later at night. I'm drinking now, though. Rum and Coca-Cola. Yeah, I don't have any Coca-Cola, but I do have the Kraken Stark Black Spiced Rum, which nobody has super chatted a dime today, so that's fine. But yeah, usually I get like a couple of super chats. Absolutely not one yet with half an hour in. I don't know why. I don't know why The Mandalorian just doesn't do it for people. I can come in here and talk about nothing and just have like a hangout, and I get like way more super chats. For some reason, The Mandalorian and super chats, it's like, that is not the way. I don't understand. So if you're watching this after the fact or at all, if you want to send a super thanks or a super chat, I'd really appreciate it. We do have the $20 super chat shots right now if anybody's interested in that. If not, that's also very cool. But I just These ones are always shorter because there's no point in me doing them really, but I just really enjoy talking about the Mandalorian, so I'm going to come on here and do it anyway. So this one might only be another half hour, if that, depending on what engagement is. I mean, we have 35 people now, which is good. That's 15 more than we had last week. So, yeah, no. Anyway. The Doctor, I'm usually... Oh, I read that one. Defiant. I think we will see the sect join under Bo-Katan and abandon the no-take-off helmet rule. By the way, when does Strange New World Season 2 supposed to premiere? I just said we have no idea. They have not announced that yet, so... Pumpkin Spice. People confused why Grogu is back after the end of Season 2 because they skipped the Book of Boba Fett series. Well, too bad for them. Bill Barkley, Pass Vizsla is the big Mandalorian. All right. The Doctor, Pass Vizsla is Favreau. It's a costume that's on my list, but have to get my buddy to print up armor. Yes, I would love to see some cosplay of that. That'd be cool. General Grievous, yeah, it looked like it looked like it. I looked it up, and there's nothing saying that children of the Watch are celibate. Paul Hitchcock, Paz Vizsla is the character that Favreau voices. There's another actor in the actual suit, Tate something. Taint that just great. Bill Barkley, sorry Stuart, I probably meant season 3, not 4. Oh, not seen season 3 of Strange New Worlds. Cool. The Doctor, Kraken is good. I'm broke as fuck again. Dag nabbit. Otherwise, I'd super chat, yeah. Slurper chat, yeah, that's great. Slurper chat, I like that. I'm gonna use that. That's good. Slurper chat. Graham McGregor, could be Disney fatigue, also middle of the week. What is this fucking Disney fatigue everybody's talking about? I don't have Disney fatigue. I see something Star Wars on, I fucking want to watch it. I don't understand. For years, I want more Star Wars. I do too. It'd be fucking great. Wouldn't it be great if there was more Star Wars? Oh yeah, it'd be fucking awesome. But we got no Star Wars. Oh, so sad. So sad. We're gonna cry. Then you got fucking Star Wars and like, too much Star Wars. Stop with the Star Wars. Why is there so much Star Wars on? Why is this in the middle of the week? Fucking be happy. You're getting Star Wars. Stop with this Disney fatigue shit. I think Disney has been doing a fantastic job with Star Wars. I don't understand everybody's fucking problem with it. I don't know. I'm enjoying it. If other people aren't, too bad for them. I'm gonna sit there and keep watching it because I fucking love it. So, anyhow. The Doctor, Bad Batch was much better too. I need to start watching the Bad Batch again. Paul Hitchcock, Strange New World Season 2 release date should be coming really soon. Season 3 should be confirmed or ordered fairly soon based on rumors. Yes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're going to hear about Strange New World Season 2 before the end of Picard Season 3. So... General Grievous, my goodness, more Jedi needed to invest in Form 3 and Form 5 of saber combat that specialized in blaster deflection. Order 66 would have gone a lot differently then. Bill Barkley, people have probably still got a bad taste in their mouth from Book of Boba Fett and Obi-Wan. That's probably why there's a big turnoff for Mando and with some people. Mando's been fucking great since day one. So, and there's nothing wrong with Obi-Wan and the Book of Boba Fett. I understand why some people might not like the Book of Boba Fett going back to the Tusken Raiders stuff and a few little hiccups there, but fuck them. They're telling a story, and there's nothing wrong with the Book of Boba Fett. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I also really enjoyed Obi-Wan. There's nothing wrong with that either. Some pretty fucking epic things in there. But oh no, everybody's got to bitch and whine and moan and complain that they didn't get what they wanted. Like, it's fucking fine. Anyway, whatever. It is what it is. I'm not going to watch season 3 of a show that's been fucking consistently good because I didn't like these 2 other spin-off shows. Fuck you, Disney. What? Watch the show that's consistently good because it's still consistently good. The run times are a bit of a problem. I will agree with that. But other than that, I think the pacing's fine. I think the story's fine. I love that it's broken up into chapters, and that's very evident in the stories that are being told per episode. I expected half this season to be him going to fucking Mandalore to bathe in the waters. But no, got out of the way in one fucking episode. Done. Episode 2, just done. There you go. It's done. Moving on. Let's see where they go with this. Yeah, I expected it to drag on for half a season. So, I don't understand. The only person on this channel right now that watched the art. What? Little King, preach cap with you 100%. Thank you, my friend. You need to come over again, and we need to like sit down and do a live talking about Mandalorian and just all this new Star Wars from Disney and discuss it and just go at it. This is really irritating me. I don't know. There's something about my skin when I have raw magnets against my skin. It gets very irritating. If I have a shirt underneath, it's fine. But there's my Mandalorian Trekyards Delta that some people have commented on, and I think it's fucking great. You want one? You want one? Let me know in the chat if you want one, and I'll see about getting some made and see a way of getting them to you guys. But nobody watches my Mandalorian, so nobody's going to see this. Nobody's going to want one. It's fine. Obi-Wan and the Book of Boba Fett were both pretty good. Good call by Kathleen Kennedy to rewrite Obi-Wan, adolescent Leia, instead of baby Luke. Bill Barkley, actually, we're getting 2 Star Wars same day, Mando and Bad Batch. Yes, I need to start watching Bad Batch again. I need to get through season 1 first. General Grievous, $2. Rest in peace, Naboo Royal Guard. They're heroes. Thank you for the first super chat of the stream. And it's General Grievous. It is a Star Wars character. How apropos. Mellow Canuck, they don't know what it was like between 1983 and 1999. No, they don't. The Doctor, yeah, the Naboo guard totally died for 2 Jedi to get away. Oh, so that was the other fucking thing. Okay. This bothers me. Let's ride this fucking thing to the Naboo fighter. All right, cool. Hey, guys, I need to use the Naboo fighter. Oh my God, look, here come clone troopers. Look, they're landing. Oh my God, they're getting out of their ship. They're raising their blasters. They're firing at us. And they missed, except for these fucking innocent guards. They're not going to aim at they didn't aim at the Jedi. They didn't aim at his bike. They didn't aim at the little fucking green dude in the fucking thing. No. They come in, land. Nobody does anything. Fire, fire, fire. I'm going to go take the ship. Choo, 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 choo. Oh, you're dead. Okay. I'm going to take your ship. Bye. Fucking dumb. That was very badly choreographed in this episode, yes. And Carl Weathers was the director of this one. That is Grief Karga. And it's not good. It's not good. That scene was fucking awful. It's like the ship's coming in, the gunship, and it's like, and it lands, and I'm like, they're not firing, they're not trying to hustle to get on the ship, they're just, so they must know the people on this gunship. Like, these are good clone trooper guys that have like not turned, right? Nope. It's exactly what it fucking felt like. That was the lead up to it. That was the build up for it. It was like, these are good ones. These are good guys. Fuck no. They're just going to shoot at you anyway. And miss. Very lazy storytelling. Pumpkin Spice Mandalorian ratings are down. Yes, they are. General Grievous, the Naboo Royal Guard were heroes in Phantom Menace, and the heroes here, like true soldiers, staying behind to help others. It was a full circle, and Jedi helped them in episode 1, not they're helping the Jedi. Little King says, I honestly thought Book of Boba Fett was spectacular. I see where people were annoyed with the Mandalorian season 2.5 episode. Well, there's like 2 episodes of the Mandalorian and Book of Boba Fett. But like that, come on, still, that was a fantastic episode. It just didn't fit. Fucking, those are 2 fantastic fucking episodes. We got Luke back again. So much good about that. I don't know why they chose to put in Book of Boba Fett. Maybe because they knew that people weren't going to be digging what was going on in the Book of Boba Fett, so they had to spice it up. And I love people that are like coming in Mando season 3 going like, what? Why is Grogu back? I thought that he like left with like Luke and stuff. Is he a full Jedi now? Fucking morons. Watch the content. Oh, you missed the Book of Boba Fett? Oh, well, too bad that you don't know what the fuck's happening. I'm kind of glad you fucking didn't watch it. Fucking dumbasses. Anyhow, I think he means the end credit artwork. I have no idea what you're talking about. Terrence Childs, would you like to talk about the past seasons and the current seasons of The Boys? No, because I have only watched like part of The Boys, so no. Terrence Childs, the Section 31 badge that you have looks even better than that thing. What are we talking about? This is not a Section 30. You say my Section 31 badge that I actually have of the Trekyards one looks better than this thing? Really? I don't know what you're talking about. Interesting, the Jedi makes his escape with a Nubian yacht. Got to love the shiny chrome of Naboo ships. Yes. The speeder and sidecar were cool. They were. The Doctor, yeah. You guys shoot at them clones. We'll be sure to send you folks a letter. Terrence Childs, he's really being funny right now, isn't he? Mellow Canuck, LOL, they had to reuse the mountain peak. Yes, they did. So I got like a fucking... And I don't have any nail... anyway, clippers. Anyhow, sorry. General Grievous. I would have told the Naboo guard to get their butts on board the ship and take off. I would say no need to die there. Pumpkin Spice, the Mountain Peak prop cost $1 million. $1 million. This chair's really squeaky. Bill Barkley, oh, by the way, I love the rocks that actually were hermit crabs. Those are pretty cool. The Doctor, indeed, General, or Ahmad should have fought off the clones that landed first. Yes. Paul Hitchcock, Mando getting to the living waters so early in the season was a nice surprise. Makes me excited for what the back half of the season will be. Space Davy Jones Swamp Thing is definitely coming back. Yes, he is. Oh my God, I forgot about him. Yeah, Moss Man from He-Man. But yeah, definitely Davy Jones. That was kind of an odd choice, but oh well. Moving on. Those crabs were in Rebels. The Doctor, LOL Cap. The lampooning is killing me. General Grievous, Ahmed Best flying the Naboo starship was a shout out to when Jar Jar flew the crashed Senator Amidala's Naboo ship in the Clone Wars show. The Doctor, it's all cool in the Naboo. It's all cool in the Naboo. Tim McCaffrey, is it just me or does Pax Vizsla remind anyone else of the guy in Captain Power and the Soldiers of the Future? Well, I don't even know what you're referring to, and I'm old enough to know what Captain Power is, so. General Grievous, whose Naboo ship was that? They were given out only on special occasions to people who weren't the Naboo Queen. Padme was one exception. Jar Jar Binks may have been another. He was a representative. Maybe it was his ship. Maybe it was Jar Jar's Naboo fighter. That would be quite apropos. Jar Jar brought the ship to Coruscant and was doing something else at the time, and Jar Jar Binks, Ahmad Best takes it. That would be fine. The Doctor, Paz reminds me of the fat guys like me. Can costume as Mando's. The Chia Pirate. Oh my God. Pumpkin Spice. Jar Jar Binks really a Jedi in Gungan face. Daniel Grievous thought the V-Wings were closing in. So if he stayed to fight, they might have blown up the ship, preventing escape. Could have timed things to make it work. LOL. Chia. Amelo Kunak. Sven Olo. Thos Thorson played the tank in Captain Power. Hammer Dude in Conan the Barbarian. The doctor says, can't see my Gungan face. You people, I'm telling you. You peoples. Hold on, I just gotta move my Sandart thing again because I like my Sandart thing and I just picked it up. So. Alright. Don Edelman said, I've said this before and it's message retracted. Bill Barkley, which will be finished first, Mando or Picard? How many episodes left of Mando? We know there's 4 episodes after tomorrow of Picard to go. Mandalorian, I think, is 10 episodes still, so I think Picard will be finished first. Don Alderman, I still say that R2-D2 gave Grogu one of the Yoda lightsabers. Paul Hitchcock, Mando first, Picard a week later. Message retracted. General Grievous, well, because Picard started on the 16th, and Mando started like the 1st or something. So, yeah, I mean, Picard's going to be finished first, so. General Grievous, so Catan was like, can I have the Mudhorn crest? No reason, really. Shifty eyes. She didn't get the Mudhorn crest. Mando was 8 episodes. Oh, so it finished the same week. That's fucking depressing. Ugh, well, you know what? Nobody's super chatted in for a fucking shot, but I want to have a shot, so I'm going to have a shot. I love Kraken. I wish I had Coke. Kraken and Coke is pretty awesome. I've got the Chia commercial stuck in my head. Fuck's sakes. I think, General Grievous says, can I have the Mythosaur? Yes. The Doctor, yeah, Bo got the Mythosaur. Henry, Mando isn't good at all this season. Picard is amazing this season. Henry, I disagree. I think Mando is good this season. I'm really enjoying it. There's nothing to complain about except for the length of this last episode. And the last episode was very not Mando focused, but that's okay because it was quite interesting still about the Doctor. So I disagree with you. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, especially, or even wrong ones, is what I mean. Even wrong opinions. I'm just saying it's wrong because it's my chat, so I can say what I please. The Doctor, Kraken and Coke is one of my favorite, was one of my con fallback cocktails. Yes, every Wonderfest to have some Kraken and Coke. Bill Barkley, yeah, that Forger didn't seem that interested when Bo was mentioning actually seeing the Mythosaur. It's not the Forger, it's the Armorer, and yeah, the whole, well, it's lucky. You consider yourself lucky. That's a good vision to have. No, not a vision, I actually saw one. Sweet. This is the way. When you become a child of Mandalore or whatever, you'll see amazing things. I forget exactly what you said, but Jessica Butler is here. Hello, my friends. Hello, Jessica. I love your 2 Canadian flags with the heart. Canada for the win. Tim Adkins, is that Mythosaur under your city? Is that a Mythosaur under your city? Or are you just happy to see us? Henry says, LOL, Mando usually carries nice action, but it's gone stale. I can see why you'd say that. I really did enjoy the Mandalore stuff, though. I love that R4D5 is now included. Okay, I can see why people would say that. I don't agree, I think I've been enjoying every episode. Even the last one. The last one felt very much like Andor, and not everybody watched Andor or liked Andor. I thought Andor was fantastic. I didn't like the first three episodes of Andor though. I thought they were quite boring and dull, but it was for a reason. It was to get the build going, and I think it was perfectly acceptable and fine. Um, so the last episode of The Mandalorian about the Doctor and whatever, it felt very much like Andor. But no, I can see why people aren't enjoying season 3 as much. I don't see anything wrong with it. Is it good as is it as good as the first or second season? No, but it's not that much lower in my opinion. Paul Hitchcock. There's a rumor that there might be an Ahsoka-focused episode in this season. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised in the least. Her show is coming up as well, so it'll be a lead into her show. General Grievous. I think Bo-Katan is playing the long game, especially since the armor dismissed Bo like a drunk, crazy uncle who always tells the story at Thanksgiving, how aliens kidnapped and probed him. Mellow Canuck, Andor is for adults. You know what? All fucking Star Wars is for adults. I don't give a shit what George Lucas says. It was always intended for children. Was it, George? Because no, it wasn't. Don't be an asshole. It was never always intended for children. He didn't make Star Wars with the intention of it being a children's movie. He wanted to make a fucking epic sci-fi fantasy show or movie, and you did that. And then when the grown men who grow up in Star Wars are like, this isn't my Star Wars, with the prequels and fucking the Phantom Menace. Fuck George Lucas. This isn't my Star Wars. That's when he was like, it's always been intended for children. Anyone that doesn't enjoy it is obviously not a child. Go fuck yourself, George. It was Star Wars is not fucking made for kids. I'm sorry, it's just not. Anyway. Jessica Butler, thank you. It's supposed to look like an Irish wedding band. Ah, with the what are they called? The coddle? I know what you mean. I can't remember the name of it though. Anyway. Pumpkin Spice, did they forget that IG robot fixed plotline? No, they can't find parts for him, so he's not fixed yet. That was the whole point of him getting R4D5. General Grievous, the biggest mistake Disney made with Mandalorian was waiting almost 2 years. When you wait so long in between seasons, there will be some decrease in fans. They need to not wait as long between seasons. You're not wrong, but look at fucking Red Dwarf in the UK. I mean, you can go like fucking years between seasons. Same with Sherlock. Like, the fuck. Anyway. The Doctor, 100% General. Bo lost her clan, so she's going to dive into all of this in order to see if this is the way to get herself a position of leadership. That's funny. Henry says, Andor was fantastic. All of Andor was amazing. It had this amazing storytelling pace to explain why things happen. Yeah, like I said, I found the first three a little bit slow for me. On rewatch, they were a lot better, but first time around, I was like, okay, waiting for something more to happen. But they are really good, yes. Bill Barkley, I wonder if we'll get an end credits appearance or maybe Ahsoka or something, or someone that's going to be in Ahsoka series, the final episode, segueing into Ahsoka series. The Doctor Who has had the big wait in between seasons to arguably lost viewers. Andor has been amazing. Yes, Henry. The Galaxy Sun Thumb says hype. The Doctor Red Dwarf is coming back again. Yes. Henry says Picard's story is so amazing. I hope that they make 2 shows with Riker and 7 called Titan and Worf. And Rafi is Section 31. Well, they're not going to have a show with Riker. Riker doesn't Jonathan Frakes doesn't want to keep acting, so that's out of the question. Shaw and Seven, yes, possibly, although I'm not sure that Jerry Ryan wants to continue on as Seven as in a new series necessarily. And fuck off with the Section 31 bullshit show. Don't care, don't want it. A show with Worf in it, sure. A Starfleet intelligence show, sure. There's a difference between Starfleet intelligence and Section 31, and I don't want a Section 31 show. Section 31 has been over fucking played. So, and Raffi, sure, she's better this season, but I fucking hate the character of Raffi. Yes, she's better this season. She's tolerable. With Worf, she's a pretty good match, but I don't need a show up with them. I don't want that. Daniel Grievous, people have joked Ahsoka and Luke are a couple. I can see Anakin now. Luke, don't you dare date my Padawan. Are you kissing? Don't make me pull the speeder over. Bill Barkley, actually, Red Dwarf may be coming back, as the producers have solved the differences. Or whatever. I'm aware. That's what I'm saying, but it takes fucking years between seasons of that show. It's fucking stupid. Paul Hitchcock, will Mando get another Razor Crest? He needs his space RV. His space Miata isn't practical all the time. I fucking love that. Yes, I've just been saying that all along. Yeah, the fucking Razor Crest was brilliant. You had had a carbon freezing chamber. You could freeze your bounties. You had a fucking armory. You had a toilet. You had a place to sleep. And you had some fucking cargo room. Yeah, the Razor Crest was the way to go. This fucking N1 Starfighter, no, it's dumb as shit. Yeah, it's like a hot rod, but it should be latched on or docked to the bottom of like a Razor Crest, or docked on the top maybe. I need to go do something with a fucking hot rod car. Yeah, I totally agree with you. The biggest mistake Disney made. Where is it here? The biggest mistake Disney made was firing Cara Dune and causing a huge rift in the fan base. Yeah, I really liked her. I really liked her character. I liked the actress. She shouldn't have said the stupid shit she said on Twitter, but separate the art from the artist. Yeah, I agree. I don't think a lot of the people that were fans of her would watch Mandalorian though. And by that I mean politically, those people just don't seem like Star Wars fans to me. I could be totally wrong about that. I'm not American. I don't really know much about fucking American politics. But it just seems like I'm just not going to talk about it because I don't get into politics. Anyway, moving on. Jonathan Frakes wants to stop acting? Why? Because he's fucking old. And you have to be in better shape to act. And he had to get in shape for Picard. He enjoys his directing. He's very good at directing. So just keep him doing that. Grant McGregor, rumors of post-Dominion War miniseries, but they're just rumors. That'd be fucking dumb. The Doctor, agreed, Cap, Section 31, dumb, Star Trek Titan, though. Yeah. Pumpkin Spice, Mando needs the Outrider ship from Shadows of the Empire. Yes, indeed. Yes. Henry says Section 31 is the one aspect of Starfleet everyone wants to see because if they bad side, Worf and Raffi could just make it a big draw. Section 31 should never fucking existed. This is going to get into Section 31 rant. This has nothing to do with fucking Mandalorian. It's best when it was fucking Sloane in DS9. You didn't have any idea if Sloane was fucking insane, and he was the only one that was in Section 31 because it's all in his fucking head. And trying to recruit Bashir, and maybe there's some legitimacy to this thing. You didn't know. That was fucking great. Then it got retconned into fucking Enterprise with Malcolm, and it's like, for fuck's sake. So it went back that far. And then it's like, ooh, Discovery. I'm Giorgio. Yo, I'm part of the secret group, yo. Check out my badge, yo. It's black. Don't tell nobody, though, okay, right? I'll show you this in the turbo lift, all right? There you go, man. Want to join us? It's like, what the fuck is this? Stop with Section 31. Nobody fucking cares. They make fun of it in Lower Decks with the clone of Boimler with the black badge thing. They make fun of it. That's hilarious. It shouldn't be around. It should never be mentioned again. It's mentioned far too often. Yeah. Just done with that. Pumpkin Spice. Mando needs the Outridership. Oh, I read that one. Never mind. Jessica somewhere said that Kara is coming back, but I doubt that. She shot herself in the foot, really. So, meh. Not really sad about that. Well, she doubled down on shit as well, so. Trouble Armstrong. I like the latest Mando episode. I am enjoying the show this season. Good. I am as well, so. General Grievous, if Din has to use the bathroom now, the only option is a Jar Jar or Beskar diapers. Yes. Bill Barkley, plus there's a TARDIS thing going on with the Starfighter. Somehow Grogu's crib can magically fit inside the cockpit. Paul, well, there's always been that though. Like, astromech droids shouldn't fit in that fucking thing. Yes, when you see the cutaway, I have a cutaway thing that shows the droid, its fucking dome separates from its head so it can go up, and like the body kind of lays down, and it's fucking dumb. The dome and it doesn't make room for the shoulders of the droid. It's just dumb. Paul Hitchcock says, I just saw a rumor about a Dominion Wars show. Interesting if true. Well, it's not true. Where'd you fucking see that? Giant freaking robot article? Something like that? It's all bullshit. It's all clickbait. But whatever. Once it's official, then we'll talk about it. Jessica Butler says 9K cap. 9K cap what? I'm confused. Trouble Armstrong. Shadows of the Empire was peak Star Wars. There were over 30 years younger. We were all 30 years younger, and it's so much to look forward to. Yes. Jessica Butler says, okay, Cap. Oh, okay, Cap. What are you talking about? Oh, about Cara Dune. Yeah. I probably misspoke there, and you probably pissed at me or whatever. I don't know, but I apologize. Jessica Butler says, I don't want to see Section 31. Jonathan Earl, it would be awesome to actually see Dash Rendar and his Outrider in a Star Wars TV series or movie. Hasn't happened yet. Shadows of the Empire, the N64 game was great. It was fucking amazing, yes. Pumpkin Spice, Gary 7 was Section 31, lol. The Doctor, then they recruited Malcolm. Yes. Ugh, dumb. Yes, Section 31 needs to be relegated to lower decks. Jessica Butler says, I love Bo-Katan. More, please. Yes, more Bo-Katan. General Grievous, Section 31 only existed because Ira Stephen Bear wanted to give Roddenberry the middle finger after he died, because Bear thinks there is no way a utopia can exist in the future. Yes, I'm well aware of why it was formed, or what was around the creation of Section 31. I get it, but I think they're both wrong. There's a good compromise in the middle there. Starfleet intelligence is good enough. An organization everybody knows about. That's what the Federation should have. The Federation should not have Section 31, a secret organization. But it's not fucking secret, apparently, because everybody knows about it. So, just dumb. The Doctor, Bo is badass, but she may end up in the antagonist. Henry says, Titan Show was 7 and Ugshaw would be okay, but I'd like to see her become a captain in that show. Nah, fuck, no. I don't want to see 7 as a captain. I think she'd make a shit captain, honestly. But what do I know? Paul Hitchcock, it was giant freaking robot. Of course it was. Don't fucking. It's worth about as much as the fucking internet space it was printed on. It doesn't mean fuck all. It's as valuable as the pixels it was shown to you on. A fucking giant freaking robot will make an article about anything. Bill Barkley, isn't Moff Gideon supposed to return or something like that? Apparently he's broken out of prison, I think, was said in the last episode. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Jessica Butler, I love you boys. Cap, I've been around a long time. I don't hate you. Thank you, Jessica. We appreciate you. The Doctor, giant freaking robot, or we got this covered. Yeah, they're both fucking garbage. Both garbage. All right. I think we'll call it soon because, like I said, nobody's super chatted. I got $2 super chat. That's it. Usually people are super chatting. I don't know why nobody super chats for Star Wars. I don't get it. Like I said, I could come on here and do a hangout, talk about whatever you guys want, and I get super chat, super chat, super chat. Fucking Star Wars, like crickets. I just don't get it. I don't understand. And the only person that did super chat was General Grievous. Don't apologize, Doctor. It's not your fault that you can't super chat. I'm just saying, generally, it's funny. It's just funny to me, and I've noticed a trend with it. Star Wars, nobody wants to super chat. I don't understand. I just don't get it. Anyway, it's fine. For Dr. Pershing. Yeah. It's okay, Jessica. Don't worry about it. What annoyed me about TNG was that no one remembered anything. Measure of a Man, we need to take data apart. They found Sims research in android parts in season 1 data lore. Okay. Bradley Thomas, I'm tired of these Monsters of the Week episodes in The Mandalorian where you go off to kill the monster with very little plot to move the story forward. General Grievous, I have a theory. The clone stuff may be for creating Palpatine's son. They mentioned Strandcast on the last episode. It's not for creating Palpatine's son. This is all tying into the fucking sequel trilogy. Remember all those fucking clones of Snoke and Palpatine so that Palpatine could live on? That's what the fucking Doctor is getting the midichlorians for out of Grogu's blood, is to have cloning material that's force sensitive and force strong with the force to clone a new fucking Palpatine. That's what it's going for. It has it's the writing's on the wall, man. So yeah, that's what it's for. I don't know what else to tell you. They're setting that up like 100%. You'll have to play Fortnite to find out about Palp's son. I will never play Fortnite, so. Our Data is the only known android. There were 3 planets full of them in TOS. He was the only... I thought he was the only known android. For fuck's sakes, guys. He was the most advanced with the positronic brain. Other androids existed, and they knew about, just like they've known about other shapeshifters. There's been multiple shapeshifters in Star Trek, but in Star Trek 6, a Comaloid, I thought you were mythical. Because we've never run into any shapeshifters before. Haven't you? Because I think you have. Anyway, so, whatever. Anyway, yeah, so that was a different form of storytelling. That was carrying on from TOS where the stories didn't really connect. TNG started laying out that groundwork of like actually connecting things though in the background and having stories overlap and on things running on. But yeah, the first 2 seasons, yeah, I see what you're saying. Bill Barkley, like Stewart, I also thought this season was about restoring Mandalore, but it seems to be over pretty quickly and moved on. No clones of Palpatine, please. It's already been done. I'm sorry to say. This is like the link that ties them together. General Grievous, that's what I mean. Palpy's son was a failed clone of him who had Rey. The fuck? Really? Okay. Pumpkin Spice, tying into the crap sequels. Bad move. 5-year-old Rey showing up in Mandalorian. That's what they're doing, though. Bad move or not, they're doing. So, Grant McGregor throws in $25. Oof, here's to Lance Riddick and Michael Reeves, good actor and a good writer. Who's Lance Riddick and Michael Reeves? I have no idea. Thank you for the super chat, my friend. I just spilled some Kraken. My God. Let's clean that shit up. But thank you. That's awesome. Grant, you're a lifesaver. Appreciate you. Cheers to you, my friend. Here, Grant. And no. Bishop from Aliens, Lance Reddick. It's Lance Hendrick. Lance Hendricks, not Lance Riddick. I have no idea who the fuck that is. Lance Hendricks. Jessica Butler, Star Wars Multiverse, please. General Grievous, yeah, it's a mess, but the Disney canon, Palpatine cloned himself to transfer his spirit to, but the clone wasn't force sensitive and escaped, got married, and had Rey, who was all, it's all messed up. Okay, I didn't know that. Paul Hitchcock says, totally agree on where the cloning angle is going regarding sequels, but I'm also hoping that Thrawn is also trying to create force-sensitive clones for the student army. That would be great as well. The Doctor, I gotta go to the red carpet for episode 9. Too bad it was so bad. We were part of the 501st Rebel Legion, invited out for it. I got to say hi to Mark Hamill, but didn't get an autograph. Oh no. Well, look who you got to go, though. That's pretty cool. General Grievous, so technically, Palpatine is Rey's grandfather and daddy. Yes. Riddick, close enough. It's not, though. It's a totally different person, as far as I'm concerned. I would never have guessed that's who you were talking about. Bradley Thomas, I hope we see Grand Admiral Thrawn this season. Maybe he could be the architect behind the super fleet we see in The Rise of Skywalker. That'd be great, actually. Papa Palpy. Go for Papa Palpy. Go for Palpy Palpatine. Oh, how the fuck does that go? Yeah, anyway, never mind. Moving on. Olam Drob. Bradley? Thrawn's smarter than that. Wasteful fleet. Bill Barkley, I think Thrawn is to appear on Ahsoka series. General Grievous. Ooh, the Doctor. LOL, Space Banjo intensifies. Oi. Let's see. 48 likes. Ooh, so close to 50. 2 more likes, guys. That's two more likes. Hit that like button. Let's get those likes up. It's possible. It's doable. It's something that needs to be done. Do it. Do it. Do it. Thrawn, not part of the Empire from another galaxy. And the Dr. Rey, you sure do have a pretty mouth. You sure do have a pretty mouth. Uh-huh. Yeah, I'll do this. I will be the Mandalorian. The Trekyardian. There you go. General Grievous, what 501st chapter are you in, Doctor? That's cool. The Doctor, respond, please, to the General. We got the General, we got the Doctor. Aye. Oi. Yeah, but Thrawn was in Rebels, which is why we saw space whales. And which is why we'll see Ezra Bridger in a Ashoka series, along with Thrawn, etc. Paul Hitchcock, Thrawn's from the outer regions, but not in a different galaxy. The Doctor. I'm actually only Rebel Legion, Mos Espa Base, Indiana. The Doctor says I do pilots. He does pilots. I don't discriminate. I'll do anybody. I don't care what their profession is. Pumpkin Spice, Deliverance in Space, LOL. Squeal like a Wookiee. Tim Rose says, just finished episode 4 of Mando. Was excellent. Glad you liked it, Tim. Pacha. General Grievous, many people are into pilots. Jessica Butler, Thrawn is from Heir to the Empire. Yes, yes, he is. Yes, he is indeed. The doctor says, LOL, Cap. What are you laughing at? Can't you take me seriously? We're only 49 likes, too. Didn't get 2 likes to hit the fucking 50. Seriously now. 100, one more like. One more like is all we need. One of you hasn't hit the like button. Come on. And you know who you are. Now we're at 52. See? The doctor says, I have an A-wing, X-wing, resistance X-wing, and need to finish the B and Y-wing. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Pilot uniforms. Bradley Thomas, $5. I'd be cool to see Grogu walk the path of the Mandalorian and Jedi. Maybe he could have a lightsaber with a Beskar hilt. I like this. I approve of this idea. Bill Barkley, hit like. This is the way. The doctor, I like the shit out of this. Well, thank you, doctor. That is amazing. Thank you. I don't know what else to say. Yeah, so we saw this tonight. The Book of Mormon. It's hilarious, for the record. Very good, very good. Good, good. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend going to see it. Anywho. The doctor is now applauding. All right. So we did get some super chats, which is amazing. Now, you know what? We're only $7 away from a good number. So it hasn't been a lot, but god damn it. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Did somebody already mention that today is William Shatner's birthday? No, because nobody cares. Nobody has mentioned it. Yay. Happy birthday, Mr. Shatner. Will you be going to see Dungeons and Dragons movie? Yes, I will. Absolutely. General Gear was pretty cool. You got to give me some cosplay tips sometime. Costuming, yes. Can do. Yes. Shad is 92. Yay for Shatner. I got some passed out puppies up here. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, William Shatner. Happy birthday to you and no more. You'll definitely be going to see John Wick 4, I take it. No, haven't seen any of the John Wick movies, so I will not be going to see John Wick 4. General Grievous, when the captain comes out here, I'm going to have a Grievous mask to meet him. LOL. When the captain comes out here, where are you though? On the Outer Rim? Are you on Coruscant? Where are you going to be? Yes, you need to have a mask when you meet me, for sure, General Grievous. Pug, not pub. Pub fart. I was wondering what a pub fart was. The doctor says nice. There hasn't been any pug farts, actually. The Outer Rim of Southern California, near LA. Well, we'll be coming to LA this year, hopefully. So, the general is on Utapau. What? Jessica Butler is confused about something, and I don't know what. Watch John Wick, Cap. You'll love it. Yes, I know. Everybody's told me that. I gotta watch John Wick. But I mean, it's got a Mustang in it. And apparently, he gets all pissed off that somebody fucking kills his dog and steals his car or something. I can't get into movies with Mustangs. I'm sorry. Can't do it. That's not why I haven't seen it. But I just haven't seen it. I haven't got into it. I'm sure I will at some point. I'll be like, why didn't I watch this sooner? Because everybody tells me I need to watch it, but I just have not yet. Hey, Cap. Do you share that you are live? Is that reason these Mando lives have fewer watchers because the commander is not on to share? It doesn't matter if the commander's on to share. I'll do a late night live impromptu and get 60 people. But when I have every Wednesday at 10 p.m. first reaction to The Mandalorian, nobody turns up. And yeah, I don't really promote it because what's the point? I mean, I'll try. I'll try next week. I have tried promoting some of them. Didn't help. But I will try again if you really want me to. And no, the commander sharing doesn't really do anything for the lives, honestly. And these late night lives with me, they never get shared. But I can have up to 150 people sometimes, depending on it. Like Picard tomorrow night, trust me, is going to be a kicker because tomorrow is the museum episode. It's going to be a lot to talk about. And people are going to turn up in droves for that, for the first reaction. So, Bradley Thomas, Cap, what if you had the chance to interview Shatner? Wouldn't it be awkward if you knew all the shit you talk about him? No. I've met the guy 3 times, and every time has been a very pleasant meeting. I don't talk shit about him necessarily. I just point out the stupid shit that he does. So I don't have any desire to interview Shatner, honestly. So no. Every time I've met him, though, 3 times, has been fantastic. It's been super nice and pleasant to me. And then I'll hear it from somebody else. He was a complete and utter asshole. And I'm like, well, I haven't had that experience. But still, there's a lot of things about the guy that bug me. So, the Doctor, no Camaro, no go. Jessica Butler, fair enough. It's not fair enough. I was just kidding about I'll get to it. Don't worry. Bill Barkley, oh, Stuart, since you're into Transformers, will you be going to see Transformers Rise of the Beasts in June? Fuck yes. Of course I will. Absolutely stoked for that one. Bradley Thomas, is Sam even a big Star Wars fan? Fuck yes, he is. He's a huge Star Wars fan. He had all of the expanded universe or EU novels. He had read them all. He knows all that storylines. He's big into Star Wars. Yes. The Doctor, Sam has 5 hours difference too. He's fast asleep. Not necessarily. He goes to sleep pretty late. Sometimes he does tune into these lives for the first half hour or so. But General Grievous, what question is this? LOL, Sam is making Star Wars fanfic. Of course he's a fan. That's the other thing too. He's making some Star Wars fan films. Yes. Bradley Thomas, are you staying up to watch Picard tonight? Probably not. We'll have to see how it goes. Got to get up early tomorrow to watch it and to film because there's going to be lots to film on this particular episode. So, yeah, not 100% sure if I'm staying up to watch it tonight or not. Probably will because it is a museum episode. It's going to be good, and I'm excited to see it. I have been for a long time now. Plus, I know a lot of the shit we're going to see. And hence I know we're going to be busy because Trekyards likes to look at that kind of stuff and talk about it. So, Bill Rocky says, plus remember, New Hope was filmed at a studio in the UK. It was indeed. It was indeed. That doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean that Samuel's going to like it more because it's filmed in the UK. But yeah. Anyway. I think I will call it there, guys. We've since moved on from talking about The Mandalorian, so it's kind of over and done. But yeah, hopefully people watch this after the fact and appreciate it and actually will maybe super thanks on it or whatever. But yeah, 'tis what it is. But I'm going to go and see you guys tomorrow night. Tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. don't have anything to do tomorrow night, so not like I'm going to be out and be late again. So yeah, tomorrow at 10 p.m. Join me for Picard, episode 6 of season 3. I don't even know what the title of this one is. I usually know ahead of time. I can't think of it. Mandalorian episodes are pretty cut and dry. Exactly, yeah. Not a lot of lore and stuff to dive into necessarily. All right. Have yourselves a good night, everybody. I'll catch you later. Much excites, great success. That's right, the doctor.